Hello student, experiment number 4. Aim to determine the frequency and wavelength in rectangular waveguide. Equipment required in this experiment is klystron oscillator, klystron power supply, klystron mount, isolator, frequency meter, variable attenuator, detector mount, waveguide stands, VSWR meter, cables and accessories. And block diagram of experiment number 4 is this one. And in this block diagram, here we have used the klystron power supply, klystron mount and oscillator. This klystron power supply is high DC voltage. Range of klystron power supply is 250 to 300 volt DC, high DC voltage. This is the input of the klystron oscillator. And the klystron oscillator produces the EM wave of 8 to 12 gigahertz frequency range, means X band. And the isolator, function of the isolator is power flow in forward direction. It does not allow the backward power flow in isolator. And the variable attenuator is fully open. At that time all power pass from isolator to frequency meter, and some portion of isolator is in down part, then some part absorbed in variable attenuator. And the frequency meter is used for measure the frequency. And this is slotted suction line. Our input source is ready here. Input source is ready at that point. And this is the input of the slotted suction line. This is a transmission line. And here we have measured the standing wave pattern in slotted suction line. And the next part is output of the slotted section is connected to the input of the detector mount. And detector mount is detect the power and VSWR, and using VSWR meter to detect the power and VSWR. And output of the detector mount is connected to the match termination, means all part absorbed in a match termination. And here for rectangular waveguide, this one is a rectangular waveguide. In this whole bench we have used a rectangular waveguide. In rectangular waveguide, for dominant mode T110, means transverse electric mode T10, 1 means half cycle variation in X direction, and 0 means no half cycle variation in Y direction. Means the, in general form we have represent Tmn. M is a half cycle variation in X direction and half cycle variation in Y direction. Number of cycle variations. Here dominant mode is T10 mode in rectangular waveguide. At that time 1 upon lambda naught square is equal to 1 upon lambda g square plus 1 upon lambda c square for T10 dominant mode. Lambda 0 is a free space wavelength. This lambda naught, lambda is a guided wavelength, and lambda c is a cutoff wavelength. Using this equation we will calculate the cutoff free space wavelength lambda naught, and then we will calculate the resonance frequency of rectangular waveguide. So here 1 upon lambda naught is equal to 1 upon under root lambda g square plus 1 upon lambda c square, and c is equal to lambda naught into f naught. So f naught is equal to c by lambda naught, and 1 upon lambda naught is equal to square root of 1 upon lambda g square plus 1 upon lambda c square. So f naught is equal to c into square root of 1 upon lambda g square plus 1 upon lambda c square. This is the theoretical calculation of resonance frequency of rectangular waveguide at T10 mode. And here for X band, cutoff wavelength for X band lambda c is equal to twice A. A is the width of rectangular waveguide and for x1 lambda c is equal to 22.86 mm, and lambda g is guided wavelength. And in standing wave pattern, this one is the standing wave pattern. The one standing wave pattern, the wavelength of one standing wave pattern is lambda g by 2, means half wavelength, half guided wavelength lambda g by 2 is equal to the d2 minus d1. d2 is the d1 is your first minima and d2 is your second minima. This one is represent the minima, and this part is represent the minima, this part represent the maxima, this one is also maxima, this one is the first minima, second minima, third minima and fourth minima, like. So this one is, here we take the d1 at first minima and this one is the second minima. So this wavelength is lambda g by 2. Lambda g by 2 is equal to d2 minus d1. Then lambda g is equal to 2 into d2 minus d1. So here are two values, lambda c, lambda g. So you should put this lambda c and lambda g in this equation, and you should calculate f naught. This one is your resonance frequency, and this resonance frequency you should verify with measured resonance frequency. So today experiment is determining the frequency and wavelength in a rectangular waveguide. So we have a wavelength also and frequency also. Okay, and we will move for actual hardware. Hardware of experiment number 4. This is a klystron power supply. Right now klystron power supply is off mode, and this one is voltage, selected mode is voltage, this is the beam voltage, this button, and this is represented as a ripple voltage. This is right now is in AM mode, and this is the AM FM, frequency and amplitude. This is the external modulation, and this is the mic button, and this is output of klystron power supply, that is 250 to 300 voltage. The input range of 250 voltage to 300 voltage is input to the klystron oscillator, and the klystron oscillator is produce the frequency between 8 to 12 GHz. This is the X band frequency, and this EM wave propagate in forward direction in isolator. It does not allow the backward wave propagation in isolator, and the variable attenuator right now in full mode, that all power pass from input put to output port, and this is the frequency meter. Frequency meter is used for measuring the frequency, and this is plotted section line and this oscilloscope is connected to the probe of plotted section line. This is the SS tuner and detector mount, and detector mount is connected to the VSWR meter and measure the VSWR. Okay, we are going to start with klystron power supply. Right now is in on position. Input voltage 265 volt DC, and it's produced some frequency using klystron oscillator. This power flow from isolator, and variable attenuator in full position, no power absorbed in the attenuator. This is a frequency meter, and this input to the solid section line. Right now right now it's working good. Okay, this is a standing wave pattern in the slotted section line. Input voltage 265, and first our target is to measure the first minima D1, and then second minima D2, and then calculate lambda g by 2 is equal to d2 minus d1. Okay, so first our target is determine the first minima and measure the d1. Okay, in this case this is the maxima and this one is first minima. This one is first minima, and here we are moving backward direction, this backward direction. So at that time, here this is the 10 centimeter and 0 and this scale and this scale. Here is a 10.3 is same at here 0. So d1 is 10.3 centimeter. This is the first minima, and we further move to backward direction to measure second minima. So after first minima, then maxima is coming. This is the maxima, and then start for going minima. This one is second minima. This is d2. This reading is 12.45, same parallel at 0 in this scale. 12.45. d2 is 12.45 centimeter. d2 minus d1 is equal to 12.45 centimeter minus 10.3 centimeter is equal to 0.5, and this is 2.15 centimeter is lambda g by 2. Lambda g by 2 is equal to 2 into 15 centimeter. Lambda g is equal to 2 into 2.15 centimeter. So lambda g is ready. Okay, then you have a lambda c, lambda g, and then calculate lambda naught. Okay, then you can calculate the resonance frequency f naught. Okay, and you should also verify with measured frequency. Okay, so this one is our standing wave pattern. Okay, and we will find the measured frequency. At that time we require deep, we tune the frequency meter and parallelly check the deep in our standing wave pattern. So that one is our resonance frequency. Here I am tune the frequency meter and identify the dip. Okay, this is the dip, this dip in oscilloscope. This one is our resonance frequency. So at this voltage, this one is our resonance frequency. Measured resonance frequency is at this dip position. Measured resonance frequency is means vertical line and lower horizontal line. The right now resonance frequency is 9.59 gigahertz. Means our lower horizontal line and vertical line intersect at 9.59 gigahertz. This one is our measured resonance frequency, and you can verify this frequency with theoretical frequency. Okay.